Okay, boom. Greetings. Okay, I had to double take on that one. Welcome. Waiting for my co-host to join on today. The topic I feel like is live. There they go. Get you on in here. Today we are going to be talking about why the feminine does not replace men or the bag. Hey,
What's that beautiful lady, my sister Sunshine?
How are
How
you?
you doing on this beautiful Monday? I'm blessed. You know I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm the most blessed man in the world.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Got my smoothie going this
You
morning.
out enjoying your life, yeah.
How you doing, good brother? I'm waiting on where everybody at, man, because we got to go on and get this one started today.
They in here. They in here. I don't know. Okay, there goes Atisa.
Hey y'all.
Greetings.
How you doing, coach?
I'm doing well.
Best coach in the world.
Oh, you're so amazing. Let me make sure I can hear y'all.
Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
I can. Today you are being loud and clear, Antoine. Yes, and you looking different to me today.
Oh, it's probably these glasses, these big old glasses I got on my face.
No, it's still on the top of your head. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, my hair?
It's looking like you was having some baby hair at the top of your head or something like that. But I receive it, whatever it is. But I'm excited about today's conversation. Why the divine feminine shouldn't chase men or the bag, and we're just gonna wait until our other counterpart of masculine energy presents. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. And men tend to be late any goddamn way. It takes them till they like 30, but they frontal lobe to even close and shit. You know that, right? So, yeah. And some people's frontal lobe closes a lot later than other people's frontal lobe. Yeah. So we just gonna wait on 7 to get here. But you know what? We're not gonna wait on him. We just gonna get going.
Here you go.
Oh, that means I can't talk shit about him no more?
He been in here the whole time.
I'm about to say, I was here way before you. Why you talking that shit?
Well, I didn't see you on here.
Hey, that's your reality. That don't mean that's the truth.
No. Here's what I know.
Y'all jumping out the gate. Hello, Steven.
Hey,
how are you?
Hey, man. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Dirt.
Welcome. Also, you just gonna act
Fucking
like you don't
Adisa
see
just
me?
bitch want to talk shit. God, I'm right here the whole time. You can't help yourself, though. I love you for it.
Hey, Tanisha.
What I'm supposed to do if I don't feel that attention? Like, you don't want me to say nothing about it? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
question.
It is. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Just be patient.
Man, you keep telling me to do that shit. Like, you keep saying that shit.
It obviously ain't just me.
Listen, let's get back to the subject. Okay. So, today we're going to be talking about, y'all going to have to excuse me in 7. Okay, Adisa, you should pull the camera down some because the comments cover your face. Well, if I do that, y'all gonna be seeing titties. The Sunshine told me we should.
Titties. We're going to launch the titties anyway. Soon. Give it to us.
Okay, yes. So I got like a little trail. This is like the valley.
Yes.
This is the valley of prosperity right there. So,
come on, Valerie.
Yes. Hi, Jason. Hi, Cambu. Hi, Chandlin. Absolutely love you, honey. Hi, Tanisha. I'm just speaking to people. Hi, Jade. Hi, Legendary. We're waiting for y'all all to get on here because we got a good topic we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about why the divine feminine. Antoine, why are you shaking your head, Antoine? Because you know we shouldn't be on that shit.
You on mute or something, bro?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Do you see him biting his fingers? because he knows he's gonna be on that shit. And he said, yeah, he's sucking on. Okay, listen, we completely understand. Listen, we watched a little clip. We watched the clip, and I posted it in my book, my group. It's called the Sacred, the Sexy Sanctuary. So if y'all want to be a part of that group, go ahead and go on Facebook. Okay, it's called the Sanctuary for the Sacred, the Sexy, and the Spiritual. Okay, but I posted it in there, and it was talking about how feminine energy. Now remember that we all have feminine energy, all of us, men included. But feminine energy is a multiplier. So whatever you give or whatever seeds you sow into feminine energy, those are the things that are going to be birthed. Remember, when you speak to a man, you are speaking to one individual as masculine energy. But when you speak to feminine energy, you are speaking to a nation. You are speaking to a nation. And I had to recognize this. Listen, you can go about getting your bag the masculine way, which is one at a time, step by step, you doing everything by yourself, or you can get your bag by the feminine method, which is the method of the herd. That's what you need to do. And I learned a long time ago, well, not that fucking long, probably about maybe fucking 5, 6 years ago, not that long ago, but I learned to listen to the herd of ancestors within me. And those are the things that multiply me. And as I am rising up in my divine feminine energy, I wanted to get masculinity perspective on divine feminine energy and why they believe that women or feminine energy should not be chasing masculine energy. That's what I want to hear. Seven, I would love to start with you.
Man, shit. I think for a variety of reasons, but I guess I don't want to sound sexist, but I mean, we are talking about the two different energies. So, I mean, I feel like you gave it in a very concise manner though. Like if the feminine energy is the multiplier, then what sense does it make for feminine energy to chase? That just don't make sense to me. I think nature itself shows us that feminine energy is a source that is to be delivered unto, and then she does her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you the act of planting a seed would be the masculine act, right? But the cultivating and development of that seed is the feminine energy then playing her role. So you don't see the earth reaching up out of the ground to then pull seeds into it so it can then, that's not his job. You know, like really that's not feminine energy's job. And I think that us knowing how to perform with our divine energies in certain areas of life will be a key point to collective consciousness developing in the correct direction, because that's a lot of our problem. We don't know how to play our role. We don't know how to just do our fucking job and shut the fuck up. That's a lot of people's problem. You know, so yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Can we expand just a tad bit more? Just a little bit, not a whole lot. But you said that so eloquently when you were saying that you believe that it is not feminine energy's responsibility to chase masculine energy, but masculine energy comes to serve and to give. However, in our social matrix, in our social construct, there is an energetic thought pattern, an ideology that is going around that women should be chasing men, trying to submit to them because they are men. And I want to know, my masculine people up in here, what are y'all thoughts regarding that?
Um, Now, I think I see that narrative from a different perspective, because I don't believe that, and this is just from what I see, so I can only speak on that. I don't think that that narrative is presented as a starting point. I think it's usually more of a response, right? Because a lot of and I feel like it's probably another starting point besides this, but I'm just saying when I hear that narrative, this is the situation that I most often see it presented in, right? And it's in the woman's or feminine energies need or desire for that or that role to be provided and protected, right? And then I think when it's imbalanced, it's expressed as chasing providing, or you know what I'm saying, or I guess provision in a sense, whatever the fuck, yeah, provision or protection, right? And I don't think that that's what should be going on, but I think that most often that narrative is like kind of presented. Well, if you gone chase, then you need to be chasing correctly. You know what I'm saying? But it's never. People aren't really grounded enough in their understanding to tell women like, nah, how about you just develop the most powerful portions of you and understand what you really have to offer, right? And once you understand that and you're able to cultivate that within yourself, you ain't gonna be able to help but be chased.
I absolutely love how he just said that. You're absolutely correct, Devin, and that's something that Streams of Consciousness wants to help all feminine energy, even feminine energy within men. We need to help you guys to understand that you really should be chasing yourself. You really should be pouring into yourself. Before you try to give unto anybody else, you need to make sure that your cup is filled. And that's what divine feminine energy is about. And as you fill your own cup, you will see that your 3D reality or your 3D matrix will begin to mirror you. This is why we tell all women, listen, chase you. And as you become all of you, and as you begin to own all of you, the bag will be attracted to you. Men will pour into your bosom, but you got to stay focused on you. Now, as it relates to men, because the last time we were on this IG, there was an energy pattern from men that it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I want to use this platform to kind of bring that out into the open. Do you know what energy ideology that I'm talking about, Sunshine, that was on here last week? Could you expound on that a little bit, just in case the same energy is watching us now?
Absolutely. Basically, it was like super combative in a way that's not like productive. Like, I'm going to challenge the way that you think and then give space for you to share how you feel about it, but more of a just outright, I jump into the situation, hear a little bit of what you're saying, and just automatically assume that you're wrong because it doesn't align with what I believe or how I feel in the moment about the particular topic. I think for me, one of the things that I find most attractive in my counterparts is an ability for them to hold space for my ideology and my processes in the way that I think and the way that I feel, even if there's conflicting with mine, right? So that they can share their perspective, I can share my perspective, and then we can share a broader perspective as opposed to having my perspective invalidated.
I like that. I like that. But when it relates to the verbiage, and here was the verbiage. Masculine energy was asking feminine energy, what do you bring to the table? And that concept offended me so much, and it almost brought out my dragon, because in my head I think I'm the multiplier. Feminine energy is the multiplier. So you should be coming to feminine energy saying, hey, this right here is the nation that I want to multiply me. So when a man or when masculine energy presents and says, what do you offer? Then the thing that I think in my head is, have you pursued the wrong thing? Because feminine energy is the multiplier. And when a man is seeking a woman for wife material, right? If he's seeking a wife, then it's because he's trying to be multiplied, whether that be through having children, whether that be through consciousness, whether that be through emotions. So to ask or to have the audacity to not pick a wife and then ask women in whole, what do you offer? It didn't sit well with me. And that's the energy that I want this platform to be combative against, because it's all fucked up. What's happening is ego consciousness is on the crown. It's wearing the crown in this 3D matrix. And ego consciousness should not be there. It should be spirit. And when a man's spirit has been circumcised, when his heart has been circumcised, he understands what feminine energy brings to the table. He don't have to ask.
Yeah, but feminine energy should be able to just say what the fuck you bring to the table.
Oh,
I'm saying I don't feel like that shit is that hard. If you have that multiplication energy, if you've been searching within yourself and you have an understanding of your power, if I ask you, hey nigga, what you gotta bring to the table? You're gonna be like, shit, I could do this, you know what I'm saying? But most individuals who receive that questioning feel offended because they ain't doing shit.
Okay. I agree with you on that. Here's the problem that I'm having. When a man goes looking for a wife, he already knows what he's looking for. He already knows his purpose. So to already know his purpose and then say, this ain't it, and then say, what do you offer? You already out of alignment. When you are
Indeed.
looking for a wife, you don't, she already has what you need, so you don't have to ask, what do you have to offer? Does that make sense?
Indeed. No, I agree.
Okay.
I just feel like the narrative was being presented generally. And generally, that understanding is not had. So that question needs to be asked in order to pull women within themselves. And not only women, but feminine energy, because a woman isn't the only source of feminine energy.
That's true.
Like, I think that question has to be asked. Like, in order, like, what area would you deem fit to express the work that you've done other than your household if that question was never asked? Because your household isn't the only area in which you should play that role. That role is for you to play in collective consciousness, right?
I agree, Seven.
So, like, when that question is being asked, it's not to demean the work that is being done from the women that are doing it, but generally speaking, that work isn't being done.
Okay. From a king perspective, because I think only like men that are choosing to be kings should even have wives. Just from a masculine perspective, Seven, do you like know like what it is that you're seeking before you ask? Because it's kind of like a job. Like there's already a role.
Not really. That's why I'm not seeking anything right now. I'm on me for the most part,
Love that.
And but when I will say though that when I do come into contact with a portion of feminine energy that attracts me in a sense, I'm very open to just seeing what's there, but I'm not necessarily seeking out anything because my purpose is just somewhere different right now.
You just said a whole lot for me right there. Anton, can I get your perspective on that as a man that's looking for a wife? There should be some things that you already know that you want, and then when you find them, you be like, oh, she fucking got it. That's what I'm thinking, and I could be wrong because I'm not a man. I just need to know the process.
All right, so I'm gonna just speak how I only know how, and I'm gonna answer my sister Shan comment too. So now that I'm understanding, and I've going on 13 years of marriage now, and I didn't know this the whole time. So I don't want y'all to think that my whole marriage has been like this. Okay, so look, the man's job is to till the land. The man's job is to make sure that the ground is fertile, that the ground is whatever, right? And then the woman is the seed. The woman is the seed. So you put that seed in the ground, and she gonna grow. Not only is that seed gonna grow to give you shade, she gonna produce fruit, and then she gonna be able to make other trees and other shade trees. So what I'm saying is, the man's job is to put the woman in an environment so where she can grow, to where she can multiply, to where she is protected, to where she is nurtured, to where she is taken care of, and she gonna do her thing. She ain't gonna have to go nowhere. We gonna come to the tree to get the fruit that we need. We gonna come to the tree to get the shade. Yeah, we gonna come to the tree, so the tree ain't gonna have to chase after nobody. We gotta come to the tree. So what a man wants out of a woman, or what he should be desiring out of a woman, is a place where he can come and lay his head and also multiply whatever he's giving her. Like, okay, we started off with one seed, but now you blossom and you bloom to the point because I've nurtured and taken care of you to where you're healthy enough to reproduce. You're healthy enough to grow whatever this is. But if I don't take care of that land, if I don't water you, if I don't nurture you, you yourself is going to die, and you're going to be barren. The man's job really, and what he wants out of a woman, or what he should desire out of a woman, is to not only help her grow, but have a woman that's going to help him grow. Help him grow to new heights, because I can't ascend any higher than my woman takes me. Like, so me invested in my wife has blossomed me. Me investing in my wife has blossomed my children. Me investing in my wife has blossomed everything in my world. So that's what a man should want for a woman, someone who can not only just multiply with seeds and babies, but multiply his happiness, multiply his finances, multiply his everything. So that's what a king or a solid man should want out of a wife, not just somebody to do as I say, not as I do, and just lay on and fuck all the time.
I agree. And thank you so much for clarifying that, because what you did, your perspective, helped me to understand that some men that, cause like when a man knows his purpose, he knows what he wants. He goes straight fucking for it. He's like, okay, I know what kind of car, I know how I like to drive. I know how I like to speed. I know how I like to look. So what dealership am I going to go to? I'm going to go to the one that offers me all of that shit. It goes because it already has everything it needs. So to go to the dealership and say, what do you offer? You go to the dealership because it has what you have already determined that you need. That's how you know how to pick your wife. That's the problem that I'm having. Because it's like, men are like, we just want a car, but we don't know what kind of car we want. No, then you're not ready to be a husband. You got to know, like, listen, I know what kind of home I got to be in. I know what kind of car I got to drive. It took me some time. I understand that I got to have some type of SUV because my driving style, I tried to buy me a lowrider and my whole underside is fucked the fuck up because I speed all over speed bumps. That ain't going to work for me. I know what I need now, okay? Well, that goes with everything in life. Even as I'm going through this weight loss journey and I'm redefining my body and reshaping it, I'm like, okay, I now understand what my body needs. So I go to the food that can multiply the energy that I want in me. I don't ask the apple, what the fuck do you offer me? I know because that's what I gotta have. That's the problem that I'm having. Is that making sense? Even with my food for my child, even with my food for the child, what's in my refrigerator is what gives my son the nutrients and the energy that he needs. So that's why I pick it. But when you don't know what you want, then you need to know what a woman offers because you don't know. And then you're not ready to step into your kingship because you haven't figured yourself out. And what you're really needing her to do is you're needing her to give you a test drive so she can help you figure you out. And then when you figure you out, you're going to move on to another car because you recognize that that ain't her. Yeah. And that's what's destroying the fucking relationship. And this is why women can't ever chase the fucking man. Because when you chase him, you are chasing a man that doesn't understand who he is just yet, and he ain't ready to be a king. And that's why he's asking you, what do you fucking offer? Because he don't know what he wants. Anybody got anything to say to that?
So if you were involved with a man and y'all were having just a deep conversation solo, and y'all having a conversation, and he probably can see things, feel things, right? Like, and that's why he's here. But if he asks that question, like, all right, look, this is what I feel like I bring to the table. This is what I want to build with you. How do you feel like you can then play a position in what I want to build and what I see and who I am? Is he still wrong for asking that?
Oh, no.
No, because then he got his stuff laid out on the table. It's when the question comes.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you don't even more so disagree with the question. You disagree with the manner it's being asked.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Seven. I see what you're saying. It's not just the manner, there's an energy behind it. And it's that energy that I'm disagreeing with. Because when men ask that question, the question, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just words. Okay. But the energy behind the words is showing the intention of that man's heart. It's exposing who he is.
Now that makes absolute sense.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to be clear. I'm glad. So now you can see why I'm having such a big issue.
Yeah, definitely.
What were you saying, Sunshine?
Just the accountability part for the masculine energy to know what it is that they are bringing to be multiplied, right? Because if you're coming to a woman saying, "Hey, what do you offer?" Well, baby, it depends on what you got for me to work with. Like, yeah. I need to. So when you come saying, "Hey, this is what I have. What can you do with this?" That's a completely different question than what you got.
Type shit. I feel that.
Wow. Whew. That was heavy. That was heavy on me because I really want, like, every time I hear that, I just want to fucking elbow that, like because, like, I kid you not, because most of them, like I love men, like dead ass. I fucking love men, but most of the men that be asking that fucking question, they haven't settled on what type of king they're gonna be. They haven't settled on that just yet. But once they settle on what kind of king they're going to be, then they can understand what kind of wife they need. They're not going to know it before. They're going to say, I want apple trees, or I want lemon trees, I want pineapple. I don't know if a pineapple is a tree, but whatever. I think it grows on a vine. But whatever. It's like, you know what? I like pineapple. That woman, who she is, her womb produces pineapple. So let me go and marry her because I want a grove of pineapple trees. But you are the farmer. You got to determine what you want to plant in the field. She's the field. But what the fuck? What kind of seed you want to plant there? What you want to grow? The word husband means to cultivate. What are you trying to cultivate? What are you trying to multiply? And that's going to determine the woman that you pick. And then go get her. And be like the scripture said. Once a man finds a land that has the treasure in it that he needs, he goes and sells everything that he owns. And he says, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to give everything to her. I'm not sensing that energy. And you said it in the beginning, Seven. You said, hey, the woman, masculine energy needs to give to her. You got to find a woman that you say, she has whatever it is that I'm trying to multiply. So I'm going to give everything, and focus all of my attention on her because I want this thing, this legacy, this type of child to multiply. And men got to know that shit for themselves before they fix their mouth to say, what do you offer?
Facts. In the same way, women, we also probably could be less offended by that question, kind of along the lines of what Seven was saying. If we knew how we were multiplying our own masculine energy, like, what are you doing with your own seed? You know what I'm saying? How are you bringing value to yourself? And then when someone comes and asks you, well, what is your value? You know, you don't have to shy away from the question, right? Because the same way that men don't understand their own feminine energy, and so they come at women sideways, it's important that we understand our feminine energy and what we do with our own masculine energy within ourselves. And like Adisa is saying, you know, a man who hasn't figured out who he is and cultivated his masculine energy and then figured out how to multiply it with his own feminine energy is not going to be able to appreciate what you bring to the table and is going to question what you bring to the table. So that's definitely something to look for when you are interacting with potential suitors, of whether or not they have done that work within themselves, within their own divine union, before they try to unify with you.
Ooh, that's good.
Because I love that question.
That was good.
I love that shit. Ask me. I'll give you a whole list.
I think a big part of the problem is the majority of masculine energy hasn't, because I don't even like saying male and female no more. The majority of masculine energy hasn't understood or realized how important and how much they need the female energy. Like,
I agree.
The majority of masculine energy is going out of their way to silence female energy, going out of their way to, like, you know, like, don't want nothing to do with it. Like, even amongst my circles, like, now that I'm learning about these things, I'm just starting to just pick up on male egotistical conversations and how they talk and how they think and how they just go about. And I'm like, damn. It's deeper than it's deep. It's deep. It's deep.
SunShine said something, and let's get on that a little bit, and then we're going to end. But you said something that was, and it kind of supports why masculine energy is asking what they're asking. Women have not figured out in their own masculine energy how to provide, how to take care of, how to just manage them. They believe that because they have a vagina, that a man is supposed to worship them. And I ain't never told no shit like that. Because I don't believe it at all. I believe that a woman should be able to take care of her. How are you going to form an interdependent nation with this man? How are you going to say you want a king and you haven't even managed, or you don't even understand how to manage you? You ain't ready. You ain't fucking fertile. You barren. You are it don't matter how much seed he puts in you. You are barren because you are not fertilized, because you have not taken the responsibility and the time to fertilize you and make sure your cup is running over. You haven't done that. So I understand what Seven is referring to. I totally get it. But this platform, I wanted to speak more to the people that understand what they want out of life. Because the unconscious people, we're going to have them with us forever. And it doesn't matter how much we speak. It doesn't matter how much we scream. They sleep, so they ain't gonna hear us. So this platform, it ain't really meant for them. It ain't meant for the man that's saying, "Hey, what does a woman have to offer?" Because he still sleeps. He hasn't figured out what he wants just yet. This platform right here is meant for those that got one eye open. They like, shit. I'm kind of woke. I'm kind of woke, and we want both eyes open. That's what we want to stream into their goddamn consciousness. Because ain't no woman on this platform and ain't no feminine energy on this platform that has not recognized how to multiply their own self. I know how to multiply myself. Sunshine, you know how to multiply yourself. That's what this platform is for.
I'm learning how to multiply myself.
You are.
Because I got feminine energy too.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Anton. Yes, you are. You are.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, I love y'all. I got to get back to it.
Okay. Love you. Bye-bye, Dirt. Bye-bye, Dirt. 7. You were good today, boo. You was good because I thought you was gonna come back at me, and I had like a whole strategy. But you so smart, you so wise. I kid you not. I had a whole strategy set up. So if you would have came at me like you came last week, because I got a plan for you. I got literally, I got a plan for you. I was gonna get your ass. I was gonna be like, pop, pop, pop. I had some combinations ready for you, and you sit up here and you just you know how the scripture says, and Jesus they was trying to get him, and then he kind of just kind of maneuvered out of the crowd, and they didn't get him. That's how Stephen was acting today. I was ready to get his ass. Sunshine, you know I was ready to get his ass, right?
Absolutely. When I was ready to hop in there with you, but he done right.
He did right.
Like you don't see that every time you try to prepare for something, that shit don't be working.
Shit. Seven. Why you talking shit now?
I'm not. I'm just. That's the truth. If we conflict at one point, you'll try to prepare for some shit the next time, and it never go like that.
Because you know what, you smart like that. You really smart like that. Because if you would have came with the seat, you made me go into my mask, and I was like, I gotta get some combination punches on this motherfucker. Sunshine, help me beat this motherfucker's ass. We had practice. We was ready, and we was gonna have fun with it. And you didn't even come in and let us whoop your damn ass. How fucking the audacity of you.
The audacity of you. You plotting on me.
No, plotting.
I don't like that word.
I'm not plotting. I love you.
For a motherfucker and plotting on them was the same thing.
I'm cultivating. I'm not plotting on
you. Like it, don't you?
Yeah. You know you like it.
I'm cultivating.
Yeah, I'm cultivating. 7, do you want to be cultivated?
Anisha, bro, the way you cultivate is so funny.
Don't you like
Sunshine,
we need you. Oh, nigga, you don't act like that.
Sunshine, we need you, girl. Oh my God.
You acting like that? Whatever.
That's alignment, sis. Y'all was in alignment this time. Indeed. I feel like we really be aligned. I love fucking with her. I love poking at her. Because she be so revved the fuck up. I can't wait to just...
Yeah, I know. Most men don't. They love poking me. They just really do, and they can't wait to do it. So I'm used to that kind of energy, and I love it coming from you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Listen, you guys. I want to thank you guys for all watching us. Listen, I need y'all to comment golden ticket. We're going to be teaching in Clear Vision Keys tonight, Monday at 7 p.m. CST. If y'all want to know, the cultivating skills, I'm going to say it again, the skills of cultivation that I use to, rein masculine energy in, we're going to teach them in this class. So just comment golden ticket, and we're going to, join us tonight. Join us, because, it's so hilarious. It's so fun. And y'all see how we sit up here and we bullshit and we have fun, but literally, 7, the fact that you allow me to cultivate you and you receive me like that, that means so. I know I talk shit. I be sorry a little bit. A little bit I do, for real. A little bit. A little bit. But
Sunshine face just said it out.
7. Absolutely love you. But I need y'all to comment golden ticket, and we're going to talk to y'all later, okay?
All right, then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, boom. Greetings. Okay, I had to double take on that one. Welcome. Waiting for my co-host to join on today. The topic, I feel like it's live. There they go. Get you on in here. Today we are going to be talking about why the feminine does not replace men or their bag. Hey, babe.